Chainsaw Man! Oh my god! Get ready for a 10-minute or less video, because this chapter, I think I read it in 2 minutes.
Yeah, same.
But it wasn't not good. So, what do you want to start with here? You know what? I know what I want to start with. I love this guy's fighting style. I love how he sets up his sword in a position, and then the demon flicks it. Like, that's actually kind of cool. It almost reminds me of, and here, the blasphemy of making this reference, and you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong because I don't remember much about it, but in Sword Art Online, wouldn't like Kirito get in position and then say when he did the Starburst Streamer, then it would like auto attack for him?
Yes.
Yeah, it reminded me of that where he gets in position and then he has like a thing that he says where it'll just like boom and like shoot out. So, and I liked how the demon's hand would always come from outside the panel itself, which made it felt very ethereal. Like it was like breaking the fourth wall itself, like the demon would always come from outside of the realms of the world being the panel, Oh
yeah.
So that was cool as fuck.
I love how you kind of compare this to like sword skills because, as the blasphemous SAO fanboy here, yeah, it's definitely that auto attack like you would get in an MMO. So it's fucking... Just reading this, I'm like, the fuck am I reading? I just read SAO. Now I'm reading Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
And then I read 3 different Kobayashi's Dragon Maze mangas.
I saw you retweeted like one of those fucking like a gif of like just someone being smothered by boobs from that anime.
Oh, I love it. Watch it for the plot.
Absolutely. Okay, another thing, and I'm curious if I'm just overthinking this or if it's like a metaphorical thing, but he did that like, because they called them nails, and then he did the little like, the stab thing like 3 times, correct? And then of course, there's like,
it reminds me of this.
Well, I was going to say,
just keep talking while I pull this up.
It's all one big crucifixion metaphor, wouldn't you say?
Sort of. But what it reminded me of was this.
You sent it on Facebook?
I'm sending it in Skype so you can live edit it.
Boy.
So, anybody that's played Pokemon remembers the move Curse.
Oh, and then it would like do like a like some like ethereal like overlay, right?
Yeah, the ethereal overlay, and then the stabbing of the nail.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right. I totally see that.
So like that aura there, and then the just fucking jabbing.
Well, yeah, I mean it's very clearly like a big like crucifixion metaphor. At least that's how I'm seeing this, because it's like it's 3 nail stabs.
Yeah.
So like wrist, and I assume I'm trying to remember like through both of the feet, I guess maybe. But like it's I don't know. I like it. I mean, I like the it metaphorically it makes sense. It looks cool. The fighting style is cool. I can imagine this looking fucking awesome in an anime, just like like. Now,
give me the anime.
It's gonna have an anime. I'm not even. I would bet money it'll have an anime at this point.
Fucking. When I messaged you when I read it, I'm like, this was a cum-worthy chapter.
Yeah, nut. And I was hanging out with my crush at the time, so I was just like, oh, hide that message. I don't want her to wonder what the fuck I'm talking to you about.
Yeah, that was probably not the most opportune time to DM you something like that.
Also, that was when I responded to you. Oh man, I'm extra hype, and then my phone auto-completed extra thick. So yeah, everything's against me.
I love it.
But yeah, go ahead.
I love that your phone just knows you that well. It's just like extra thick,
bro. I love the Aku meme. What can I say? So how do you feel about this random bitch that just walks in and she's just like, get the fuck back up?
I honestly, I don't know how to feel about that until we see a bit more of her.
Well, yeah, clearly, it's this manga. I'll be honest with you, more than any other manga in a long time, it confuses the fuck out of me on a week-to-week basis. Right? I'm reading it, just like there's plenty of pages where I'm like, did I miss a page? Did I fucking black out for a second? Who the hell is this? Like, what's happening? Not in a bad way at all.
At least they're not shadow people like early Ruby.
Yeah, she's cute though.
Oh, yeah.
I love that baggy hoodie with, like, practically no pants look. Women like that look.
That is a flag of conquest right there.
Hell yeah. I don't even... Wait. I shouldn't agree to what you just said because I don't know what it means. What is a flag of... What do you mean by that?
Oh, Red. I'm making you edits this week.
What?
Oh, fucking... Wow, I Google search flag of conquest and we have a Nazi flag. Fuck my life.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So the sign of conquest to most men is the woman wearing the man's fucking clothes.
Oh, like your hoodie is mine now. I own you. Yeah.
I own you. I own your comfy shirt. I own that.
I kind of
Why
love
the
that,
fuck
though.
is the Nazi flag here?
I find that shit endearing, honestly.
I cannot with fucking Google today.
That's amazing. I mean, yeah. So it ends with Aki getting just sliced down. Basically, what we have now is it's an action-filled chapter. Not a lot of character stuff happening. Not much to talk about. Thoughts on what's happening here?
You know, I'm okay with it. And
as David has put earlier, he's made this very clear. He's okay with every character dying.
Well, see, I'm bloodthirsty right now because this was a great fucking fight. This was a great little fucking fight.
I really appreciated how much detail was in this fight.
Like, you see all the little sword motions, you see the curse move, you see all of that fucking beautiful action that'll be a lot more fluid in the fucking anime, obviously.
This is a manga that was made for an anime.
Oh my god, yes. This is... And I hate to give it this comparison because it got shit on so bad. But it kind of reminds me of, like, Dead Man Wonderland. The manga is not the greatest for action. And it gets better after the anime was canceled. But the anime just made everything so much more fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it fucking cringed me out, like the fucking body part removal shit. Ugh.
Yeah, no, I remember liking that, actually.
Like, I was at 3 a.m. watching Toonami and watching a dude's eye get removed. I'm like, no!
Yeah. Anything, but other than that, the only dialogue we get in the whole chapter is, he's like, oh, he had a gun, even though only the police and Devil Hunter should have the gun. As Americans, we're not shocked by that because you can go to your local Walmart and pick up an AK, but in a country like...
Hey, let me correct that. You cannot pick up an AK-47 at your
I'm
local Walmart.
kidding! It was an over-exaggeration.
People shit on America's gun control enough, man.
But anyway, in Japan, that's actually shocking. And of course, they want to take Puke Bitch, which is what she will forever be known as, to the hospital.
Her adventuring name will be Slut.
Aw, I still love her.
God.
Hey, David, girls just don't want to have fun.
No, it's a fucking Shield Hero reference.
I know. Well, I didn't know that.
Girls just want to have fun. I am tipsy.
Let's see. Anything else? I mean, it's just not much to talk about in this chapter, honestly. I mean, not like that doesn't make it bad. It just means I'm trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to discuss with you.
What will we see from here?
I suppose now that he's back up, he has some sort of relationship with this woman. Is this like his Makima? Does this author have a thing for strong like leadership type women that are like total doms?
I'm okay with this.
This manga is a fetish manga.
This manga is my fucking kink.
Honestly, there's a lot of there's some sexual energy in this manga, even with
just remove the vomiting and I'm okay with everything.
No. So, see, there's some people are probably into that. That's why I'm saying this is a kink manga. There are people that are probably into everything in this manga.
There's people that are into being pissed on. I don't kink shame. Just that's not my thing.
Well,
some of them just have tiny hands.
Oh, excuse me, they're huge. Right. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about.
There really
he just says, I let my guard down, I'll do better now. He starts doing better.
Hey, we made it 16 minutes. We thought it'd be 10.
No, mine is, on my end, it's 10 minutes. That's how long we've been talking on Skype.
I'm looking at 16.
Because that's how long we've been talking on Skype.
Yeah.
Use your brain,
Jesus.
David.
Well, I'm not the one recording for once, you slut.
For once? It's been not years. Maybe like 9 months. We could have made a baby in the time since you started recording.
Get a sex change, bitch.
Ugh. No, I don't think you'd treat me well if I would want like loving sex and you'd like hold my head against the wall and fuck me from behind.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh,
Yep.
Tipsy David is horny.
Go jerk it. But yeah, I don't. There's literally nothing.
Like from here, what's next? Like we got
Okay.
potentially the fight between Denji and Sword Boy.
Yeah, that's probably definitely where we're going here, and we have to figure out how this Whammon is related to the Sword Boy over here, and I assume I'm gonna guess she's like the leader of whatever this organization is.
Oh
like,
my god, yes.
So what we know is from last chapter, he said the Gun Devil wants your heart. So they're somehow either they work for or they're like cultists for the Gun Devil. Potentially, that's the vibe maybe I'm getting, unless I'm stupid. So I guess this woman maybe is a higher up in that group that they work with, because we know this guy was the son of the original mafia guy that fucked with Denji, correct?
Yep.
So I mean, and then those mafia dudes, their whole thing was they kind of like merged with demons, didn't they, in the first chapter?
Oh yeah.
So
they
it
merged
makes
with
sense
demons.
that he's a devil man, like he followed in his father's footsteps. And then I guess it would also make sense that they would go and work for or become cultists to or offer themselves to the Gun Devil, I suppose. So I'm gonna just guess that that's their whole motive. And then I guess I'm just curious what kind of character this Whammon will be, what kind of role she will fill, and it seems like she does have a very CinemaSins Power of Boners-esque effect over this guy, because she walked up and all of a sudden he's doing amazing.
Honestly, what I want from the next 2-3 chapters is a badass Denji versus Sword Boy fight.
Mm-hmm.
To know this woman's origin and what her role is. Obviously, like you said, she's probably the fucking leader of this gang.
Yeah, and then we could have a Makima, this girl standoff, Dom v Dom.
Red, please don't make me any hornier.
Someone draw them fucking.
Honestly, I'd pay for that right now.
Yeah. Even unemployed as you are.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at my bank account. I'm like, God, please, somebody give me a fucking interview back. But fucking goddamn, dude, this honestly, the one thing that I would love to see is, and in Shonen, death doesn't really hold weight that well.
I'm already getting a different vibe from this series, though.
Oh yeah, it's obviously got some death that will probably hold some weight here, but I definitely, having been raised on and catered to fucking every generic shonen, and from Dragon Ball to Naruto to Bleach to all of that shit, that really doesn't hold the weight. I want to see one of these fucking deaths actually mean something to the characters. I want to see it actually have its own consequences. I want to see maybe the fucking organization destabilized from one of these deaths.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean,
honestly, look at how fractured they came out of that fucking horror house.
They had a whole, like, let's kill him, we're going to kill him, So, yeah, I mean, psychologically, they were already weakened, for sure.
And now they're losing members by the fucking droves as this mass execution. We could actually have something really magical that we don't see often in fiction here, at least in anime and manga. So we can fucking have that destabilization of this fucking organization and have them splinter off into their own fucking groups. And then where we can go from there is really up to fan speculation.
Well, I suppose if these guys work for the Gun Devil, that could kind of give them like a metaphorical stairway up to the Gun Devil, like fighting through these like this,
Exactly.
First we'll take the, kind of like the Espada and Bleach. Like, all right, I can fight my way up the Espada to get to Aizen. Like, we can fight our way through this fucking organization to get to the Gun Devil, maybe.
Exactly.
I'd be curious if the Gun Devil has like how much intelligence. Is it just like an animal that just fucking comes and wipes out fucking states and then leaves, or is it like actually got intelligence? Yeah.
Like there's so many ways they can fucking take this arc here that it really has me intrigued, because you have so many different ways that everything could be spun. I'm kind of writing my own fucking fan fiction in my head for the first time in a very long time.
Oh, we know what's going on in David's fan fiction.
Well, obviously there's filth. And cue the fucking Ruby. This is filth!
This is filth! Filth!
David's fan fiction is the exact same series except without the puke scene.
Without the puke scene, a lot more hardcore sex.
Yeah, without the puke scene, and instead of every time there was almost sex, there was sex. Listen, man, it is great. Like, one of the things that I love about this series is it's got that softcore element where I can read it and be like, hell yeah, that was great, great action. I'm a little bit horny now. I'm gonna go jerk it.
Honestly, there's so much there's so much sexual
makes
tension.
me feel alive.
There's so much sexual tension in this fucking manga. It is fucking bizarre that that's the one thing I love about Edgy Jump, really. Like, they're allowing a lot more fucking risks, and I fucking want to see this continue.
Bro, that's the beauty, man. Like, an animal struggling to survive will adapt as much as it can. And so competition is good for the consumer. So we're seeing good effects here, because I mean, think about the Shonen Jump, like, I don't know, however many years ago, that basically told the Attack on Titan author to dumb down his main character. That up,
like, and look at the fucking success of that series.
Yeah, they've learned, bro. I mean, like, they're definitely taking chance. I mean, even with, like, Promised Neverland, I know it's shit show now, but, like, when that first started, I had never seen anything like it. Like, it was going places. I was like, damn, that's dark as fuck. But point being, I'm loving it. Apparently, I'm McDonald's sponsored now, but no, I'm not. I'm very tired. I hope you know. I've slept, I think, like 6 hours, and then I found out
I actually slept good tonight, so that's fucking amazing.
Happy for you. I also lost my job today, but that's irrelevant. Don't worry, I'll be fine. There's plenty of places hiring, but it's been a day.
Oh yeah,
it's been a day. But honestly, if I would ask for anything, I hope that the author can balance out fight and story. Like I like that he has like chapters like this where it's just action, but like I would kind of, I feel like other series are able to do it where there's really good fight, but there's story happening simultaneously as well. Because I gotta be honest, like, I'm like sitting here, I'm like, all right, that was a good chapter, but like, what do we say? You know, what do we talk about here? You know, and I feel like a lot of this video is just us kind of like struggling to have something to talk about.
Right.
I mean, and I'm sure, you know, like, because I mean, for example, like a chapter like the one where they almost fucked, and there was like the really wholesome, like, cola flavored sucker moment. I could talk about that for hours. That was great. So I mean, it's a hit or miss when it comes to being video worthy, but in terms of chapter, it was great. Great action. I'm curious what will happen, but really the whole chapter is just a fight, and that's all I have to say about it.
Oh yeah, it's
final thoughts for you?
Honestly, I don't know if we should keep doing these weekly if they're this short of content, or just bundle two together. Because let's face it, most of this was us vamping.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose
we're kind of running into kind of the same thing we ran into with Promised Neverland near the end of covering it.
Yeah, but for different reasons.
But for very, very different reasons. That one being that we fucking hated what become. This one, we love it, but there's not a lot of context.
Yeah,
to really
with chapters
weigh
like this,
here.
It's hard to. For sure.
We spent like 5 minutes talking about the Crucifixion / Pokemon metaphor for the curse. I spent, a few minutes digging around Google to find things to edit up for this one because we were struggling for fucking stuff to work back.
I'd be curious on your thoughts in the comments. If you want, like, if it's a chapter like this where there's not much to talk about, would you want us to just like pass over it and like just kind of like chunk them into one? Or I mean, I suppose we could judge it on a chapter by chapter basis and then let you guys know in like the community tab if we're doing one that particular week. Let us know your thoughts on that. I'll probably, when it comes to this series, I'll probably play it by ear. If there are chapters like this where I think it was maybe like it was practically like 2 pages had dialogue and the rest were just blank pages with action. If it's another chapter like this, we might pass it by because I mean honestly this was kind of a mess of a video. I'm sure I can edit around and get some good chunks from it, but like yeah. So I mean, yeah, let us know your thoughts on that in the comments. But for me, either way, we'll always review it, especially like when we have like plot heavy chapters. Always 100%.
Definitely.
But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments there. And with that, peace.
Yeah.